Good day everyone. So for this video, we're going to make a C++ program using the nested if-else statement that provides the 5 mathematical operations as choices for computation of two input numbers. It should display the value of the operation applied to the numbers. So now let's open our CXX Droid app and then remove all of this. So first we need to do is to type number include space less than symbol, iOS string, and then the greater than symbol. So tap enter, the number include again, space, less than symbol, cstdlib, and last, the greater than symbol. So we need to enter twice and then type using space, namespace, space, std, and then semicolon. So enter twice again and then type int space main and then open parenthesis and close parenthesis. So by entering again, we need now to put opening braces and then enter and press tab. So now let's move for declaring variables. As what the problem says, we need to input two numbers. So let's put int as a data type, space num1 for the first number, comma, space num2 for our second number, and also we need to declare a variable for our value. So let's type val for it and never forget the semicolon. So now, tap enter key and ang next naman natin i-input is the chosen operator. So for the data type, we will use car and then space, OPR stands for operator, and then semicolon.
So tap enter. Next natin gagawin is to have a simple output statement for the first number by using the command cout and its partner insertion operator. And then let's have the literal string na dapat nakapaloob sa quote and unquote. Let's type quote. So as you can see, meron na rin siyang unquote. Automatic na ito kasi kapag inopen mo, i-close mo. Meron tayong quote and yung pang close is unquote. Inside that, let's type enter the first number, colon, space, unquote, and never forget yung semicolon to close our C++ statement. So after that is the input statement wherein dito maglalagay tayo ng value doon sa output statement na ginawa natin. To do that, tap enter, then type cin, and this command is followed by the extraction operator, which is basically a 2 greater than symbol. So hihingin natin sa user yung variable na ginamit natin for the first number. So una, which is the num1, and then the semicolon. Press enter. Now type the command cout together with insertion operator, and then type quote, then inside the quote and unquote type enter the second number, colon, space, and then at end is the semicolon. After that, tap enter, type cin, and this command is followed by the extraction operator, which is basically a 2 greater than symbol, and type our variable for the second number, which is the num2, and don't forget the semicolon. Again, repeat the process lang, and then for the 5 mathematical operations, type cout, insertion operator, quote, and inside the quote, unquote, type choose operator, space, open and close parentheses, and inside the parentheses, type the plus sign, comma, space, minus, comma, space, asterisk, comma, space, slash, comma, space, and the modulo. And don't forget the colon, space, unquote, and the semicolon. Next, tap enter. Just type cin, extraction operator, OPR, and the semicolon.
Tap, enter twice. So now let's proceed na sa ating nested if-else statement. If the user to use the operator plus, we need to have a comparison expression wherein it stated that the user chose plus. So type if space open parenthesis and inside of it type OVR as the variable name for operator, then space equal space apostrophes automatic ng may two apostrophes na mag-a-appear, and so inside the apostrophes let's put the plus symbol, then move the cursor after the close parenthesis. Tap enter and then tab. So here we need to have a computation for addition. So by simply typing val as value, then space equals space num1 space plus symbol space num2 and then close it with semicolon. So if the user won't use plus, we need to make other decision. So just like what we did there, that will be also the procedure for our next other operators. Now press enter, then tab. So if the user want to use the operator minus, we just need to type else space if space again open parenthesis, and inside of it is OPR space equals space apostrophes, and inside of it is the minus symbols, then move the cursor after the closing parenthesis, then enter the fresh tab. Now for computation, type val space equal space num1 space minus space num2 and then semicolon.
Now for asterisk or multiply, let's do enter and tab again. Then type else space if space open parenthesis, and inside of its operation space equals space apostrophe, inside the apostrophe type the asterisk, and now move the cursor at the end, then enter and press tab. So now to do the computation, let's type val space equals space num1 space asterisk space num2 and then semicolon. Then tap enter and tab. Now let's do the division or slash. If the user wants to divide, so type else space if space open parenthesis, inside of its operation space equals space apostrophes, then type slash symbol inside of it. Then again, move the cursor at the end, then and enter to move at the next line. So now the computation, press tab, then val space equals space num1 space slash space num2 and then semicolon.
And lastly, if the user wants to use the operator modulo, the only thing we need to do is to have an else statement. Because if magno sa ibang operators, that means automatic that the user choose modulo. So now, let's enter, then tab. So type else, then enter, and tab again. We don't need to have a comparison expression because it is already understood that the computation we will use is the modulo. So type val space equals space num1 space modulo space num2 then semicolon.
So now we're done with the nested if-else statements and the process or computation. Let's now proceed on displaying the value. So tap enter twice, then itapat natin ang cursor, kalay ng una nating cout. So now type cout, insertion operator, quote, then answer, quote, the answer is, space, unquote, insertion operator, val, insertion operator again, end line, insertion operator again, end line, then semicolon. Now enter again twice, then end our program with return. Space, capital exit, underscore, capital success. And then never forget the semicolon. And last thing is to tap enter and move the cursor at the beginning, align with our opening brace, put a closing brace.
And now that our program is finished, let's check if it is working. So let's run the program, and as you can see, our first prompt appeared. So let's put a number 20 and then enter. So now let's put 4 and then enter again. Now it says to choose an operator, so first let's choose plus and then enter again. And it worked, so it added our 2 input numbers. And then let's try it on other operators. So let's input 18, then enter, next 6, enter again, and let's choose minus, then enter. Now we have a subtraction of 2 numbers, which is 12. So another one, let's type 5, enter, let's put 12, and then enter. I'm going to choose asterisk or multiply, and then enter again, and it also worked. So 5 times 12 is 60. Now for the division, let's input 100 and then enter, and then for the second number let's put 20 and then enter again, then choose the slash or division or slash for division and then enter again. Now we have 5 as the quotient. So, and lastly, let's try to find the remainder of dividing 2 input numbers using modulo. So let's input 27, next is 12, enter the choose or enter then choose modulo as the operator, and then enter again, and that's it. The answer is 3. So to conclude, our program is successful. Thanks for watching.